I really wanted to try this out at least one time, and it didn't go too well. What's up everyone, welcome to Solo Driven, and today I will be attempting to do a coolant flush on the Hades Cobra. Now, quick disclaimer, I am not by any means a professional mechanic. I could easily go pay someone to do this for me. It's not that expensive. This is a do most yourself channel, so I want to do it for the experience. I want to do it to see if I can even do it. So I already have the car, jacked up a little bit. I had to get innovative here, and you get the idea. So what we want to do is drain all this dirty, nasty coolant, and how we're going to accomplish that is by getting under the car. We're going to look right there by the radiator for what's called a petcock. Unscrew that petcock, and all the fluid then should start flushing down. The lens keeps getting fogged up, but we gotta keep flushing this. I don't know why, but it's like taking a very long time. So I just gotta keep flushing the system. So what I think might be happening is that the stock coolant tank that I have is so dirty, it's not removing all that gunk out because I don't have a water hose. I'm not able to, put a lot of pressure in here to clean all the stuff that's built up in this tank. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and install the brand new gold Canton coolant tank, and then I'm gonna flush it. We're gonna see what color the distilled water is coming out, and if it's clear, then we're good to go. Please don't judge me. I don't have any scissors down here. I don't have any razors or anything that will even cut this off. So it works perfectly. It works perfectly. It works fine like this, so I'm just gonna do what I do. My tongue bad. Damn, that looks good. It's a couple days after. Let me explain. I really should have went with my gut feeling and just paid somebody to do it, but I really wanted to try this out at least one time, and it didn't go too well. So what had happened was I was flushing it and flushing it. So what I went ahead and did is I threw the towel in and took it to the dealership. They flushed it out, and when I was driving it home, it started to overheat. I turned the car on for a little bit. I saw that it was reading right. It stayed at the temperature. It didn't do anything. And then all of a sudden, I heard like a noise. It sounded like a metal, or like maybe, I don't know what the noise was or how to even explain it, but it didn't sound good. So I immediately turned the car off. I turned the key to the on position, and guess where the temperature was at? All the way scorching hot. I was freaking the hell out. because it was not reading hot whatsoever when I had the car running. And then all of a sudden it made the noise, and then I don't know. With all that being said, I have a tow truck on the way to come pick up Hades and take him to my local performance shop. So I'm really hoping that it's something minor that they can fix, you know, just reflush it and make sure that there's not any air in the system. That's what I'm really hoping for. Something easy, something inexpensive, and I hope that I did not mess up the heads on the engine, because if not, it's gonna be a very expensive fix. I'm also hoping that it doesn't have like a head gasket leak. So either way, the car will get fixed. I don't care what I have to do, what I have to spend. This car is getting fixed, and if I have to, and if I can, I'll make it a little better if I have to go that route. We'll see what my performance shop says. Hopefully he comes back with good news. And but yeah, I might have possibly f***ed this engine up. Alright, f*** it. I'm gonna turn it on and see if that noise is still present. I'm just gonna turn it on real quick and turn it right back off if I do hear it. So fingers crossed. I don't hear anything. I gotta get my brakes fixed. I'm gonna move it out of the garage without warming it up. I hate doing this, but I gotta get it out while I can. I checked the dipstick and there was no signs of any type of gunk, white gunk, which usually indicates a bad head gasket. When I turned it on, I didn't hear that noise that I heard the day that it overheated. That it did overheat. However you want to make that make sense. So that's a good sign so far. It might be because the engine is not warmed up, so that's probably why the noise was not present. Once we get it there to the performance shop, they'll be able to get down to the bottom of it and let me know what steps we need to take and diagnose what the problem is. Hopefully we'll be, you know, up and running once again, so I can continue making these videos. Also, I just want to let everyone know that, you know, I know that I'm doing a lot of things that are just fixing the car, but that's the process on my journey to building it, is fixing the things that were neglected over the years. Once I'm confident in fixing it to where it needs to be, running normal, it's not making any type of noises, then I promise we'll be getting to upgrades, performance upgrades. Be a little patient, maybe we can learn a thing or two in the process. So just bear with me, guys. For the people that like watching the channels where they do a whole bunch of crazy performance upgrades. I'm not getting sponsored. This is all paid for with my own hard-earned money. So with that being said, we will be getting to the performance upgrade sooner than you know it. Alright, so we got Hades all, you know, towed up, and I can honestly say I'm not mad at that. I don't know, it makes me feel like a race car driver or something. We're gonna go ahead and take it to my local performance shop and pray that they come back with some good news in a couple days. Back in business. The car is up and running. The temperature hasn't moved. I ran it a little hard earlier, so we are officially back on the road. I can continue with the build, continue with the videos. I cannot be any more happy that this turned out exactly like how I was hoping for. They were able to fix it in like 10 minutes. It just needed a burp. The technician actually refilled it from the wrong place. But these guys, my people, were able to get it up and running within like 10 minutes. So we are officially back in business, and I am really, like, y'all don't even understand, like, I was expecting to work. With all that being said, thank you guys for watching. I know it was a lot of talking, but I had to bring you along the journey of this scare that I had. Please comment, like, share. That'll really help me out, and consider subscribing if you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you in the next one. So I just realized that I didn't even explain what they did. Basically, all they did was open the crossover tube, topped it off, burped the system out. It really only took like about 5-10 minutes, and test drove it. What I'm gonna do now is, throughout the course of 2 or 3 days, I'm gonna, when the car is completely cold in the morning, I don't daily drive this at all, so in the morning for the next couple days, I'll be taking that crossover cap off and then topping the coolant back off, because what's gonna happen throughout the next couple days is that when I'm running the car like I just did right now, all those air bubbles, they're circulating. They really have no way to escape the system. So when the car is turned off, then all the bubbles rise up to the top of that crossover tube, or the highest point actually. My car wasn't actually overheating. It's just that the temperature sensor is at the highest point. So what happened was, when I was running the car the other day before I freaked out, is that I had the car on and it was reading normal temperature. But like I just mentioned, once you turn that car off, all the air bubbles will circulate to the highest point, and that is hot air. So when I put the key on the on position, that's why it was reading as if it were overheating, but it wasn't, because there was no coolant coming out of the reservoir, nothing like that. It was just like, the sensor doesn't know any better, basically. So now that all that is taken care of, for the next couple days, I'm gonna allow those air bubbles to reach the highest point, open the cap, let it, you know, drain, well, not drain, but let the levels go down a little bit, because it's finally letting that air escape, and then tap it off. And I'll be doing that for until, you know, the level when I open the cap, I see coolant. So there you have it. Now I'll see you on the next one.